I remember the first time I walked into the Spectrum Center and I was just like, this feels like home. I was surrounded by people that looked like me and identified as me.
Freshman year, I came into engineering as a woman, and I realized that women's studies was a lot more well-suited to what I wanted to do because I came out. And I wouldn't have come out if it weren't for the Spectrum Center.
Since I was hired as a grad student, I have been a U of M employee for 48 years. The Spectrum Center through the years, I came the year after it was founded. A lot of its evolution over that time.
My work in higher education began at the University of Michigan in 1994. I was hired by Dr. Royster Harper to direct the Lesbian and Gay Male Programs Office, as today's Spectrum Center was called back then.
In high school, I was maybe one of 3 or 4 openly gay people. The more I exposed myself to queer spaces, the more comfortable I got with it, the more comfortable I got with myself.
I went to a modern Orthodox Jewish day school from 1st through 8th grade and realized I was attracted to my best friend. I finally gained the courage to be myself at the University of Michigan and beyond, and to really come out to my family, because senior year, there was a question of whether I could afford to actually move back to the University of Michigan. The financial aid office saved me and gave me a scholarship to finish. And I thought, I just have to be myself.
It's been good for my mental health. My mental health is 100 times better than it was my freshman year because I came out.
The LGBT student group came and talked to my class, and I recognized these people were comfortable. The sense of stigma was not there. The class was an abnormal psychology class, and they were coming in to explain that being LGBTQ was not abnormal, which back in 1971 was still not a settled issue.
I lost custody of my 2 young children when I came out as a lesbian in 1979. I had not been invited to my children's graduations, so I threw my own, called it Lavender Graduation. Born at the University of Michigan, it's the legacy I leave to higher education and to queer students everywhere.
When you see one of us, then you know that there's more of us. So the visibility piece is really important. My stage name is Nelly Beans, and using the drag that I do to perform songs by Black or queer or trans artists. And I've also really been interested in the activism and artistry portion of drag.
The lesbian rap group at Guildhouse was a really fun surprise. I met my girlfriend for 2 years and 8 months that night at the Guildhouse.
Having the Spectrum Center have my back, institutionally, they would have fought for me with the gender neutral bathroom or any other situation.
For Latinx people, it can be really, really difficult to come out and to, be open and proud of who they are, because, in our culture and the foundation of it, it's something that is never talked about. I'm more than willing to, be that voice for my community. Instead of knocking each other down, I feel like there's a big focus on building each other up.
I don't think I would have been able to do even a quarter of the things that I'd done on campus without having a community and finding like-minded people, and then them being like, you can do it. Your voice, your opinions, what you have to say, what you do, your art, everything about you really does matter.